Hey guys, today I want to get started by just telling you a little bit about what I've done so far, because this is my morning routine. Even though I haven't done one of the things that I normally do, I will get to it. I got up, and of course the first thing I did was take care of Miss Daisy. That if I don't, she will be screaming at me no matter what I do and be under my feet. So I take care of her. I go ahead and get her fresh water, get her wet food, make sure her dry food bowl is full, and clean her litter box and get her happy. Once she's happy, I can move on. So I did that. Of course, pets. We have to have pets too. We have to have lots of attention because Daisy loves it. Whenever she wants it, she loves it. But sometimes it's like, go away. Wow, my hair went crazy. If you have cats, you know what I mean. But, well, actually, first thing I did was get dressed and brush my hair. But, which I guess that's part of getting dressed, is doing something with your hair. But, whatever, I'm getting way off on rabbit trails, and y'all know I do that all the time. I also seem to look away from people and cameras whenever I'm trying to think and trying to get my mind back where it needs to be. And I have found that I've been trying to look at the camera more and failing miserably. I don't know if you guys notice that or if you even care, but if I look away, if I ever see you in person, or if I look away from the camera, it's not because I don't like you, it's because I can't think when I'm looking at you or even myself. So, not for a long period of time. So eye contact isn't difficult for me, it's just something that I cannot, like, I can't stare you in the eyeballs. I just can't do it. So, or myself. Anyway, so I got up and I did that. I took care of Daisy. Got dressed, took care of Daisy. Started my coffee. Started a load of laundry. Because I'm using the French press, I have to let my coffee sit for just a few minutes before I press it. I mean, it's actually about the same amount of time as it would be for a Keurig or a regular drip coffee maker, or maybe a pour over coffee situation. I don't know if I think it's less time than a percolator, but I'm not sure. I've never actually timed a percolator, but okay. Anyway, got a load of clothes going, and then I went and drank my coffee while I was editing the video for my yesterday. So I got that done, and then I went ahead and I looked on my computer, because I told you guys that I had this cleaning list that I had made a couple of years ago, and I did share it back then. And the way I did it is, this was like, I want to say 2 years ago. I could have looked at the date on it whenever it was saved to my computer, but I forgot. It doesn't matter though. Anyway, I had made this, and it's a monthly checklist, and because I couldn't fit all of days on there, and I wanted to have some extra boxes just in case you wanted to add something, I did it like this, and I have 2 pages, and it's got like each month over here, January through December, and then it's got a task for each day over here. And because of different things okay, here's the thing though, I did not number this so that you could just do whatever you wanted, whatever day you wanted, as long as everything got done. And I did suggest that you do the same thing around the same time each month. Like, you wouldn't want to clean your let me see something that you won't want to do like, you wouldn't want to clean your oven 1 week and then clean it again the next week. You would want to wait at least 3 weeks, you know, and you know, stuff like that. You space it out is what I meant. And like, you wouldn't want to give your pets their flea and tick medication if you do that, like 1 week and then do it again the next. That needs to be on the same day every single month. Never needs to change. So anyway, I had made this list, but now, okay, when I made this list, I also made it to where it could be plain like this, and you could write in whatever you wanted. Like, you could use this, which was my list, if you chose, or you could use the template and make your own. So like writing in whatever you wanted. So I've been looking at this, going over it, and there are things that now do not pertain to me because of the way that I do things, like cleaning the dishwasher. I do that every 2 weeks now, so it wouldn't be a monthly task. And then let's see, what else is there? I don't have the kitchen shelves anymore in this house because those shelves were the ones beside my window. I don't have those anymore. There's no window in my kitchen on that side. There's one on this side, but I wouldn't be doing those shelves. Now I could clean that shelf, but I'm just saying. Let's see. Let's just go over the whole list and then we'll go on about our business. Or I'll talk about other things. So the first one was windows and flea and tick for the pets. That was the first thing that I had. And the windows, what I was talking about was a sliding glass door. Well, I don't have a sliding glass door anymore, but I can still stick with windows because I do have windows. I can do, you know, the front door and the front, well, the storm door too, and any other windows. I could stick to that, so that will be fine. Flea tick for the animals, that's the same. Fans and filters, I can still clean my ceiling fans, my other fans, and do the filter for the clean the filter for the air purifier and the return duct. So that still pertains to me. Curtains, washing those, and doing the shower curtains, washing those, that still pertains to me, even though now the liner that we use is like a plastic liner, but they still need to be cleaned. But I've been cleaning the plastic liner whenever I clean the tub, so that would mean I wouldn't have to do that. All right, the next one is shower heads and faucets, because now I do wipe those down when I clean the shower and the sinks and all that stuff, but what I meant was like descaling them. I don't know if we're gonna have hard water, like the water seems different here, so I don't know if I'm gonna have to still do that here or if it's gonna be different. I'm probably gonna just maybe like check it maybe at the end of this month and put the vinegar thing on there on one of the faucets at least, and just to see if anything comes out, because then I will know if it's got the lime scale and all that stuff. The next one is cleaning the vehicle. Can do that anyway. All right, and then I did notice when I was doing this vacuuming the couch, okay, that was one of the things that was on the list. And when I looked at this, I was like, but I vacuum the couch more often. But then I started remembering, when I say vacuum couch, I mean take all the cushions off that can be taken off and get in there, you know. And I did notice, I guess because we're all adults, it really isn't that bad anytime I have to vacuum it, but that's okay. Still needs to be done once a month. All right, and cleaning the oven, cleaning the refrigerator and freezer, cleaning the dishwasher, like I said, that's one. I'm going to go ahead and put a check mark on the things that I'm gonna change. Doing the dishwasher, if you still use a monthly cleaning product, you could do that, but I use a bi-weekly. I do it twice a month. What are the words? I don't know what the words are. Anyway, kitchen shelves is another one. Like I said, I can still do kitchen shelves by doing that one up there. That's fine. All right, so face of cabinets and appliances. Now, right now, I don't have any doors on my cabinets, but I can still wipe down the fronts and things like that, and I still wipe down the appliances. Now, that doesn't mean like if I see spaghetti sauce on the front of the stove, I'm gonna leave it there until the next time I have to clean. That means that I'm gonna really deep clean it on that day, but I'm gonna spot clean it any other time, unless I just, you know, sometimes on a whim I'll just clean the whole entire fronts of everything just because I want it to be shiny. That's just me. Then the next one is a refrigerator and freezer tops, because the two appliances over there, you can't see them. Anyway, the refrigerator and freezer, we all know that they are kind of ignored spots, right? We don't really deep clean those except maybe during spring cleaning and fall cleaning and things like that. It's something we just forget. But when I started doing the refrigerator and freezer tops, like the first time I did it, I was so grossed out. It was so gross because there was so much dust built up, and that meant everything that was up there had all that dust built up. But if I get up there and I wipe it once a month, it's so much easier to clean. And Jeff or Noah usually help me with that. The next one is doors, because we don't really think about going through and wiping down our doors. I mean, normally you do that during spring cleaning or something, or if something gets on it. You don't just go through and wipe your doors and doorknobs. So I actually should put doors and knobs on that. So there's that one. And then the next one would be baseboards. We don't clean our baseboards that often, and really you don't have to like get on your hands and knees and do it. Now the first time I had done it back in October, when I was doing that whole month challenge of cleaning my whole house, during that month I did get down on my hands and knees and I scrubbed every single baseboard. Now the baseboards here are fairly new, and most of them are wood, and well, the ones everywhere in here are wood and polyurethane. No, we put polyacrylic on them. I didn't like that stuff. That's right. And then the ones in our bedroom, the office, the bathrooms, they're all like the PVC, super easy to clean. And then Noah's are wood and polyurethane, or stained and polyurethane, so they're really easy to clean. So I could take, most likely, I haven't tested it yet because we haven't had to yet, I could go through with a Swiffer duster and dust them off, and then just wipe them real quick with either like the Swiffer mop cloth, or just real quick with a little microfiber and some spray. It won't be as difficult as the ones at the other house for me. So anyway, baseboards. All right, walls and light switches. And when I say walls and light switches, I mean like, all right, so if you ever pay attention, if you have white walls, if you pay attention, unless you clean your walls a lot, around the light switches, there's usually like fingerprints or something. I mean, not every single light switch, but I did notice like the back door switch and the front door, things like that at the other house. Those switches would have something on them, and around them, like, you know, around the light switch, there will be something on the wall, like maybe just dirty smudge or something. And that was something I never really thought about cleaning unless I just saw something on it. But those smudges and stuff, you really don't notice them unless you're actually cleaning them. I didn't anyway. So that's something we need to clean, just to keep our house clean, and also so it won't become a stain on our wall. So I started cleaning my light switches and around the light switches every single month, and it was so much better. Like after the first time, it was just like so fast each month to do it that I didn't even think about it. I just went through and just wiped them all down. Something else that I need to that I just thought about, because it's talking about the light switches, whatever reason, do not know the reason, for whatever reason I should say, all of the light switches, the covers that we purchased, they're all the same brand. The light switches, the light switch covers, I should say, that are in this mobile home that we bought brand new from Lowe's, they're all warping. They're like doing this, like, let me just show you. I don't know if you can see it or not, but see how it's like going in? Every one of them is doing that. Let me see if I can see. This one is doing it too. It's coming, and they were not like this whenever we first put them up. This one is not as bad, but it is doing it some. There was one, I don't know really what I'm looking at because I don't have the viewfinder up. There was one that was pretty bad. I can't remember which one it was. Let's see, it's not, I mean, that one's pretty rough, but I mean, it's not terrible, but it bothers me that it's not actually covered. Okay, this one is a little bit sticking out, which we didn't do that very well. Don't look at it. I'm just showing y'all the thing and it didn't say don't look at it. Crazyville, right? I don't remember which one it was. Maybe it's the one in Noah's room that we can tell more because his wall is green. Maybe that's it. I can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. They're warping. The plug switches or the plug covers, it's not happening. But the light switches are it's all doing it. I don't know why. We bought them brand new at Lowe's. And Jeff said what we're just going to do is just get new ones. Whenever we were at Hobby Lobby yesterday, we did see some that we really liked, but they didn't have one with a 3 switch thing, so we're not going to do that, but we're going to just get something else. He thinks that the plastic was just such cheap plastic that it just warped. We don't know. He tried to loosen the screws, and if you loosen the screws, it's just going to fall off. So that won't work. So yeah, there's that. So let's go on to the next part. Walls and light switches. Wipe those. I'm not saying wipe your whole entire wall, but I mean if you want to, go ahead. But around your light switches is what I mean. Alright, descale coffee pot. I don't have to do that anymore because I do not have a coffee pot at this point. Now, I don't think I'm going to get one. I really like the French press. Plus, I don't have a lot of room to store a coffee pot on my countertop or anywhere else. So me not having a Keurig actually solved a big problem that I was, or not a big problem, it's not like a detrimental, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? But it solved a problem that I was going to run into, I think, because we were going to put it over here, which we're still going to move the microwave, and I still could have done it, but yeah, it's better if I don't. Alright, and then the next task is cleaning the trash cans. Now, whenever we moved, we actually cut out 1, 2, I think 2 trash cans. We have 2 less than what we did have. We have one in, Noah's got one in his bedroom. We've got one in each bathroom, so that's 2. And then we've got one in the kitchen and one in the office. So that's 5 trash cans in the whole house. And so we don't have as many trash cans that we have to, 1, take out every week, and 2, clean once a month. So some people may say, well, why do you clean your trash cans once a month? Well, honestly, the one in Noah's bedroom and the office, really not really thought about that much. It's not really that big of a deal. The one in our bathroom, not really that big of a deal either, because I really don't think anything wet has gotten thrown in there. I don't know about Noah's, but probably not Noah's bathroom. But the kitchen, sometimes people throw things in and the bag will slip, and y'all, we have this kitchen garbage, but I really wish I would have gotten a bigger one, and we may do that. We may go get a different one for the kitchen, but anyway, and maybe just use that one in the shed or something, because Jeff did have a garbage in the shed, but he doesn't have one now. So really it's mainly the kitchen one that I'm really concerned with, because if you leave the stuff in there, it's going to start stinking up your house. So there's that. Alright, and then the next one is the pantry. Now my pantry is smaller here, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. But what I did whenever I did the pantry before is I went in and I just dusted the shelves and kind of did an inventory of what I did and didn't have, and kind of made a list of things that I did or didn't need, you know, or did need. Alright, and the next one is haircuts. Jeff, I cut his hair and he usually cuts mine. My hair has not been cut since January. I had it cut right after my surgery, and that's the last time my hair was even touched with a pair of scissors. And so I really need to get it done, because I've noticed that the ends are a little bit sad. It's not terrible, but they're a little sad, so I need to get that done. But anyway, Jeff likes to keep his hair short. I have cut his hair several times on videos, like off and on. I've done it. Well, of course, it's off and on. Duh. Anyway, I've cut his hair on videos a few times. Some of you seem to like it when I do it. But he has had the same hairstyle the whole entire time we have been together. Except there was one short amount of time where Selena and I had talked him into letting me cut it a little bit differently and having it a little longer on top. But he does not like his hair to touch his ears. So he keeps it short. But haircuts. Alright, then the next one is restock the upright freezer from the chest freezer. Okay, so right now, that ain't happening. We don't have any meat in the chest freezer except deer. And we always keep the deer in there because we don't have space in this one to actually categorize things and have the deer in this one. Unless we changed a lot, but that's okay, we don't want to. But right now we don't have any overstock in the chest freezer, so that's something that won't be done for a little while, but I'm keeping it on the list. Alright, then cleaning the vacuums. I have a little handheld vacuum that's a little tiny one. It's like this long maybe, and maybe that tall. I don't know. Anyways, gray. And you know, you have to clean the vacuum or else it'll stink. And the other one I have, the shark vacuum, which I was not going to bring it with me, but then I decided to. I mean, eventually I was going to bring it, but I was going to just do without it for a little while. But then I'm like, I really need to clean that couch. I need to vacuum that couch. I wasn't thinking about how much I needed to vacuum here. I was just thinking I was going to leave it up there so I could clean that house. But anyways, it does not matter. Cleaning the filters and all the things, because vacuums start stinking if you don't clean them. I'm not saying you have to do it once a month. I'm just saying that's what I like to do. And then the next one is cleaning the porches. Now we only have one porch and it will definitely need to be cleaned. Alright, and then the next thing is not a cleaning thing, but it is an important thing to your home. It's menu planning. A lot of people don't menu plan. A lot of other people do menu plan. So we do it monthly. You may do it weekly, you may do it bi-weekly, you may do it never. But I find that it helps me whenever I am grocery shopping to have a menu plan. It helps me whenever I'm trying to figure out, you know, I don't have to figure out what we're having for dinner. It's already known. We already know, so that helps a lot. The next one is, the rest of these are really not cleaning things. They are, some of them are, but some of them are not. The next one definitely is not, unless you want to say you're going to clean up your budget. Budgeting is another one, and you need to like go over your budget and make sure you didn't mess things up, and if you did go over what you planned to spend, you know, for the month before, figure out a plan to fix that, all those things. Budgeting, because I feel like we need to budget monthly. Some people can do it yearly, some people can do it every 6 months. I find that with us, our budget kind of fluctuates. Right now it's kind of crazy, and y'all, if I was not making a little bit of money off of doing YouTube videos, I would be really worried, because we don't have the house sold, we have bills at both places, and I would be really well, not really, I mean, we didn't go into this knowing, you know, putting ourselves in a bind, but I might be a little bit more concerned is what I'm gonna say. So I'm very grateful for y'all for helping me with that situation. It's not much that I make, but I am definitely not going to complain about my little bit of YouTube money, because it has helped. Okay, so the next one, clean computer files. That's something we do not think about very often, but having all these extra things, like whenever your computer, you're searching something online, it's gonna have things in the cache, and it's gonna hold things on your computer. And then like you have temporary files, and then sometimes we download something just to print it off, and then we don't ever need it again. We need to go through each month and get those things straightened up. Now I'm going to tell you right now, on my laptop, I'm real good. I don't have many problems. With me, it's also my YouTube stuff. because I don't have a hard drive large enough to keep every single video that I've ever put onto YouTube. So I can't do that, so I have to clean it up. But on my desktop, it's been so long since I've done this task, I'm scared to even think about it. I think what I'm gonna do is do a little bit each week. Another one is cleaning your phone files, which I don't even, oh, my phone's on charge. Cleaning your cache on your phone. And a lot of us use our phones for like small computers, and if you have maybe you have pictures that you took, but some of them are real blurry, and you really can't see the person's face, or you really can't see what you were trying to take a picture of, go ahead and get rid of that. You don't need blurry photos that don't help you capture the moment. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's a beautiful picture of a family member or friend or yourself, don't delete that. I'm saying blurry, or something that just is like, oh, well, I just took the picture of this so I could show this person. And also, every single time, at least my phone does it, in the last 2 or 3 phones I've had, every time that I send a picture on messages, like on text messaging, my phone saves that picture to my phone, and it's on my text messages. I don't need it in 2 places on my phone. That's ridiculous. So I get rid of one. So, you know, go through and just get rid of old stuff. Old phone numbers you don't need, because you keep like I've got phone numbers, or did. I've done this and it's good. I had phone numbers from companies that where we used to live before we moved from where we were last time. You know, where we just moved from. I don't need those things. Alright, and also clean your emails. I know with Gmail, unless you pay for it, you only have a certain amount of gigabytes. Once you get to that certain amount of gigabytes, and this is for email, pictures, all the things, all the files, this Google, you only have a certain amount. So go through and clean your old emails. If you don't need them, get rid of them. And I actually have 3 email accounts. One is just for YouTube. One I started years ago, and it's mostly just like recipes and things like that. Things that most of the time I send myself so I can print it off. And I need to get rid of those, you know. Or it's certain bills that go there that we've had, you know, those bills for a long time, like just whatever. And then the other one is my Gmail, which is where I usually have all the other bills and stuff. So then you need to clean your email accounts. If you only have one, great. That's the best thing to do, unless you are a YouTube creator and you need at least 2. But otherwise, clean them. The next one is get the recipes off your phones and into your recipe binders, and to make sure your recipe binders are all straight. I have 4 recipe binders. I shared those, which actually I have another one somewhere. I have not figured out. I don't think it's been moved down here yet. I was actually working on it, but I have one for like main courses, one for side dishes, one for desserts, and one for breads, I want to say. I can't remember, they're up there. But anyway, I did a video with you guys on those things, and that is what I need. You know, each month I need to go through and make sure that they are in the right categories. So there's that. And then, like I said, there's the blank one. I am going to link these again, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this exactly as is, so that you guys can use it if you want. Just print it off as is. Some of these things may not pertain to you. Just take you a pen, mark it off, and then you can write in the things that you want to put in. Or just print off one of these or 2 of these, and you'll have your list. So that's for monthly cleaning checklist. Now I do have daily cleaning that I do. I do the dishes. I do the laundry if needed. I do wiping down of the sink and stuff like that, you know, spot cleaning. sweeping, things like that, I do that daily. Then like weekly, sometimes more than once a week, I sweep and vacuum, or sweep and mop. I'm trying to speak English and can't. And then I also have like other like weekly tasks like dusting and things like that, because you just don't want dust to just accumulate too much. So I have spent quite a bit of time talking about all this stuff. If you have any questions, you can definitely leave those down in the comments. Jeff said something about us swapping our bedroom around whenever he got home. If we do that on this video, I will just do it in fast motion and let you guys watch with some music, and then you can see how it ends up, and hopefully it will be the way it needs to be and the way it's going to stay. Mostly we still do want to do a fireplace, you know, the electric ones, but we'll see about that. But for now, I'm going to go, and I'll be back at some point, even if it's just to tell you goodbye. But I will have this printable, if I can pick it up, I'll have this printable down below in case you guys want to print it out for yourself or just write it down in a notebook. But I just encourage you to, one little task a day will keep your house clean. And I know there's lots of different like cleaning routines and stuff. Like there's the Fly Lady method. It's a wonderful method, but I did do it before, but for some reason it just didn't work as well for me. I had to modify it too much, and I've tried other cleaning methods. I can't remember the name of them, but most of the time I gave up on them. But this one, when I was doing it, when I was capable of doing it, it worked. And my whole house, like all the little nooks and crannies, got cleaned up, and there was deep cleaning done every day. But like, let's see, so right now with the things I took off, there's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 tasks, and some of those don't have anything to do with cleaning. It's budgeting, and you know, some of them are just sitting at your computer and cleaning it up. And you can do that task if your computer's really bad. Just spend 10 minutes a day for the first month or so. That's what I did. Just spend a few minutes each day cleaning up some stuff, cleaning up your email and things like that, and before long you'll find that it's super easy to get things done. And like with me, cleaning the fans and filters, if I do it each month, it only takes me a few minutes to get it done. I don't have all that buildup of dust and grime, and it's just so much easier. And some of it's super great, it's super easy, like doing the shower heads and faucets, the lime scale stuff. You're really not doing anything but waiting, because you put the vinegar in the bag, the Ziploc bag, and then you tie it around your faucet and let it sit for an hour or so, and then you go back and rinse it. And if it's really bad, you may take an old toothbrush and scrub it. It's easy. It sounds like a lot, but it's not. And the vehicle one, if you really don't want to do it yourself, go get it done. I mean, I know it's expensive, but go get somebody else to do it. That way, whenever you get in your vehicle, it's clean and you feel nice and it's good. Or go to a car wash, the drive-through type, and then you do the free vacuum and just vacuum it really well once a month, and then just pick up each time, like pick up the garbage that you might have, whatever, you know. It's really not that big, not that difficult. And also, I have heard some people say things about using the self-cleaning part on the oven, that it's bad for you. Please let me know what you know about it, because I like caught it in passing. I didn't actually hear why. because like Easy Off and stuff like that, it makes me like sick. Like I cannot use it. I have migraine. It's terrible. Which what's her name, Izzy from, what is the name of her channel? Oh my goodness, she's a fairly new channel. She lives in Georgia. She used to live in Indiana. She has 2 boys and a daughter, and her husband does race car stuff. Why can't I think of the name of her channel? It's something homemaking. I think it starts with an I. Wow, okay. I will try to remember to put it on the screen. Anyway, she used Zep, I think it was. She even did her glass top. I need to find that. She got it off Amazon. I haven't really looked, but I don't think it, I think that she said it doesn't smell as bad. I cannot think of the name of her channel. It's something homemaking, and it starts with an I, and if I had my phone I could tell you like that because I'm subscribed. But anyway, I will try to link her or something down below, tag her, whatever. So I'm gonna go. I've been talking because y'all know I can talk, and I know some of you may not like my talking, and some of you love it, but that's okay. I'm not for everybody. Part of me is like hurt because people don't like my talking, because I try to invite you into my home and love you. And the other part of me is like, well, whatever, I don't like everybody either. I don't like the ones that never talk. Like some YouTube creators, they never even talk. It's just music. And I'm not talking about any homemaking channels. I've never seen a homemaking channel like that, but I've seen some channels that I used to watch years ago that they didn't talk at all. It was just music, and I'm like, but what are you doing? What are you accomplishing? Like, I want some story with this. I need a backstory. Why did you start doing this? So yeah. And I don't even mind if it's just words on the screen. I can read those. But I have watched videos that was just music and somebody doing something, and I'm like, I get it, but no, that's not for me. So it's okay if I'm not for everybody. I may not be your cup of tea or your cup of coffee. Yes, that's a big old cup. Coffee is good for you. Something else. Okay, I don't remember when it was, but it was last year or earlier this year when I was filling my coffee pods. Somebody who watches my channel said that they found out that the light coffee, the light roasted coffee, was less acidic. Then, okay, my camera quit. Then, which I had heard it was dark. I thought it was dark that was better for you. Then some of you said, no, it's the dark roast that's better for you. So I did a little research. It is the dark roast, or not better for you, but it has less acid. And the light roast has more polyphenols, I think is what it was. But I don't have a problem with the acid with my it doesn't bother my stomach at all. So I'm just gonna stick to my medium, I guess. I don't know. Also, something else that I keep forgetting to tell you, that someone wanted to know what this notepad was for, and I keep forgetting, and I'm so sorry. The notepad on the refrigerator that is right now currently empty. There's nothing on there. This is what, I have a little pen here, and I don't have that filled out. I need to fill it out. I have a little pen here for anyone who uses up an item. Say, okay, like this morning, I noticed that the graham crackers, the box was in the trash. Okay, Mama's rule is, and I know who ate them. Mama's rule is, if you eat all of the graham crackers, or you see the graham crackers are getting kind of low, you put graham crackers on the list. That way, when a mama wants to make her grocery list, it's easy. So I use it for my grocery list. whenever we start running out of things. Like if somebody uses, like if you're getting running low on your, let me try to say this the right way. I want it for whenever you're running low, not when you're out. I want to restock before you get to the point where you don't have any. And let me get sitting back down. I hope that explained the little notepad though. But what was I saying? I don't know. Oh, I want it for before you run out. But if it's something that I keep like a stock of, like canned tomatoes, okay? Whenever they get low, I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Or say you're running low on toothpaste, but I have 3 more tubes of toothpaste in the stock. You wouldn't write the toothpaste down. You'd go get one. And then whenever I do inventory, I would see, oh, well, somebody used a tube of toothpaste. I need to grab another one. Because that wouldn't be a monthly item, if that makes sense. Does that even make sense? I don't know if it does or not. But I have it for, mainly for items that we use that I don't keep a back stock of. Like graham crackers, or Jeff's little snacks for work, or certain kinds of cheeses, or any kind of cheese. Because I don't usually keep a lot of that, perishable items mainly. Or if somebody has a craving for some certain thing. Say Noah is craving, I can't think of anything because there's never really anything that he asked for. Okay, so say Noah wants some beef jerky. That's not something I keep a lot of because it's expensive, and sometimes they eat it like mad and they eat a lot of it. Other times they don't eat it very much, and that is something I will not allow to ruin. And I'll tell you about something I did before. But anyway, say somebody wants beef jerky, but we don't have any in the pantry. They write it down. Grocery day, I go buy beef jerky, if that makes sense. But something I did do with beef jerky that was a brand new bag, was not out of date, but nobody was eating it. I don't eat it. Like, I can't, like, I just don't like cold meat. Unless it's like ham or turkey, something like that on a sandwich. But I guess I just don't like cold beef. I don't know. Well, anyway, I took the beef jerky because nobody was eating it, and I asked Jeff and Noah, are they gonna eat it? And they were like, well, I don't really want it right now. I said, okay, fine. I used that beef jerky and I made a stew. That was some good stew. I mean, I wasn't gonna let it waste. It was soon gonna be out of date. So that's what I did, and that's what I do. But the list is for items that either somebody is craving or they're about to run out of, or in today's case, we did run out of because I saw it in the thing. Somehow Noah has gotten out of the habit of writing things down, and Jeff has really too, since like we have been so busy lately that it's just not been happening. And what I've been doing is writing it down in my planner that's in my purse, because that's where my grocery list goes. I just go ahead and write it in there, and I haven't been using that. I put that there to make it easier on the family. That's why I put it there. Y'all, I have talked so long, I feel like I need to not add anything else to this video today because it'll be like 4 hours long. So what I may do is just go ahead and record whatever we do tonight, if we do anything to the bedroom, and add it to tomorrow's video at the beginning, because I've talked so long. I was in a talky mood today, so talky. But now I really need to get up, and the thing I did not do yet, which is empty the dishwasher, I need to do that. And go ahead and do some more chores. Supper's easy tonight. We're having pizza, freezer pizza. So it's super easy. That's what they wanted, and I said okay. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for today, and if we do anything in there, I'll record it, and if I don't, I'll tell you tomorrow. But if you are interested in this cleaning list, it will be linked below. I do not charge for it. I do not. It is yours for the printing if you want to print it off. I just had fun making it, and I will be changing mine though, because I don't need some of the stuff, but that's okay. It's only 2 things. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. I know I just mostly sat here. If you have any questions, because I know I've been all over the place today. I'm in some kind of super great mood. And I think a big part of it is the house is really coming together, and things are really like, it's so peaceful here that I feel peaceful, and I think that's part of it. And I slept good last night. Even though we haven't changed the bedroom around, I slept pretty good. But I still am not sleeping as well as I did when it was on the other side. But again, that's a test we have to take to see if what happens. But I will see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. As I said, if I record anything in there, I will just put it on tomorrow's video. If you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know about your cleaning routines. And if you have a prayer request, you can leave that down below as well. Always check the comments for prayer requests if you're a praying person. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.